Today on Soul Singer Discovers, we're going to be discovering the band Deftones. Are they all deaf? Do they talk too much about tone? There's only one way to find out. Welcome back to another Soul Singer Discover. I hope you're well. I hope you've been keeping up with current events and none of them at all have made you want to unalive yourself.
Bring it on, baby!
I know I have. Today on Soul Singer Discovers, we are discovering the band Deftones, but before we get there, if you enjoy the gentle lilt of my accent, which sort of sounds like a chainsaw going through metal, and the soft English tones of a bearded man of the name of Levi, and you like to know about metal, its news, its history, and also some general musings, why not head over and check out our new podcast, Does Metal Have Soul? Where we discuss metal music, and I don't at any point get on my high horse. Also, don't forget, you can check out my original music by going to the link in the description. Or you can scan this QR code, because I'm fancy like that. Perhaps you'll find something in my music that you enjoy. Or perhaps you'll find something new to hate. Either way, it'll put a little spring in your step, from happiness or hatred. Okay, today we're discovering Deftones. It's not a rediscovery. I have heard a Deftones song before. Am I saying it right? Deftones. I better be saying it right because that's how I'm going to be saying it for the rest of the video. This was actually suggested to me by the Razzmatazz. But yeah, I've heard the song, I think it's called Shove It, maybe? It was on a soundtrack CD that I once owned, and I think it was The Matrix, because I'm one of the cool kids. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was really great. Someone once described Deftones to me as like sex jams for metal girlies, and they said it in a derogatory way, of which I should not want to like it. But what they didn't know was, whilst I might not be a metal girly, I do support the metal girlies, and all you've done there, sir, is made me want to go and listen to them more. You know, the song that we're going to be listening to today is called Bloody Cape. I have no idea what to expect, so I'm assuming this band's been around for fucking ages. So let's just do it. It's called Bloody Cape. This is Deftones. I hope I'm saying the band name right, and if I'm not, I'm sorry. Okay. Boop! Buzzing. Love the melody. Love the melody. When he went to ba ba, fuck yeah, absolutely. I don't want to see any more H&M. I'm so done. Recently on the podcast, we hear a lot of music, and then I go out and I find music by these bands to add to playlists and blah blah blah. And I think the one thing that I can criticise of early metal, hashtag not all before anyone loses their shit, is some of the melodies were fucking boring. Boring. This feels sludgy, but in a good way. Like, there feels like there's a lot of effects on the vocals, but in a resonator kind of way, you know? Like the kind of stuff that you would do to a muthi, a harmonica, as people not from Scotland would call it. Yeah, I like the drums are recorded immaculately. Let's start there. And in general, I think there's something kind of otherly words. There's words about this. Yeah, there's something sort of otherworldly about the harmony and melody that's being used that I'm enjoying. Let's keep going. Boop. Pausing. Yeah, there's something so dissonant about the melody and the way that the singer is gliding between notes, and it's yeah, doing those big sort of glissandos. Oh, glissandos, there you go. That's your music word of the day, kids. Feels very strange in this context. I think as well there's a lot of crunch on the start, on the start of certain lines, and like the cry that you sometimes get with certain vocalists. But normally when vocalists use that sort of cry, it's because they're trying to do something very high and babyish. And I don't use the word babyish in a negative way. I use it in a sort of, it's a tool that some vocalists use. Excuse my voice. When you have lots of natural distortion, it's very hard to keep your notes clean at times. He's coming down and being very small and sort of like, breathless is the wrong word. Emotional might be the word. I don't know. I like it a lot. You know why? Because it's fucking different. And I think that's not the only reason that I'm not doing as many requests anymore, because I love the requests, because the requests are where all the juicy stuff is that I've never heard of before, and I fucking love stuff when I've never heard of it before. But it does become a bit samey-same. It becomes a bit samey-same. This feels different from the norm. Let's keep going. Boop. All right, guy. I just asked if you knew where the salt was. Yeah, that last part was insanity. That stuff up the top is brutal. And when you consider that a lot of the rest of the vocals are very meandering, the phrasing's very loose, the melody lines are swells rather than straight, it's all very interesting. Are there other bands that sound like Deftones? Is this just a Deftone sound? Why did one or two people suggest to me that wasn't for me, that this was some kind of weird sex jam band for big daddy goths? What's that all about? Yes, I did just say big daddy goths. I'm not against it. I support it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It felt slightly Eastern at points, but I think that has more to do with him bending a lot of his notes. The crazy screaming at the end. I love a good scream. I think the overall vibe of the band is very accomplished. The drummer's very good and is recorded very well. All in all, yeah. Deftones, you can stay. Now someone sent me something else. I would like to know more. I would like to know why some people have some very strange opinions about Deftones. Someone literally, who was it? Someone literally, maybe only a few weeks ago, was making fun of someone I know who loves Deftones and saying that they're shit. And I'm like, what? Because listen, I know shit. You don't sit in a gizmo hat and not know what shit is. Qualified. What do you think of Deftones? Let me know in the comment section as always. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. Have you ever heard weird things said about Deftones? And how they're not very good? Is that just me? Is that just weird people that I hang out with? Let me know if I am surrounded by shitheads, whom I will tell them that they're shitheads. As always, thank you for liking, subscribing, and doing all that jazzy stuff. Thank you to my patrons. Until next time, my duders, never judge a fish by its ability to transcribe.